The memory allows you to combine decorative stitches, alphabets, and any combination that you can think of with your machine. Start off by touching the program button. This will allow you to start to add stitches. We'll start with a blank one here. If you want to go ahead and start with something from a row, what you need to do is make sure that you are already in that row. So for example, we want to do this little flower with the vines, that's from row 4. So go ahead and make sure you're on row 4, and then go ahead and select stitch number 29. 29 is going to be the flower, and then the vine part or leaves is stitch number 31. So just go ahead, it's from the same row, so you can just add that stitch, and when you're ready to stitch, you can see what that's going to look like on your screen. It's going to go ahead and stitch out. Once you're stitching out, remember you can touch your stop button and your thread cutter, and that will lock it at the end as you start to stitch. When you want to clear that out, when you push clear, or actually go back to program, to clear it out, push CLR, clear, and it'll ask you, do you want to delete that whole thing? If you want no, arrow to the side, no will highlight, and you can go ahead and leave that. You can save this in the My Stitches area. That's the one with the heart with the arrow pointing to it. And then I have some of these saved already, but go ahead and arrow down, and you can pick a blank memory and touch OK, and it'll save that combination in there as well. If I want to clear out that combination, I can delete that so I don't have two of them in there. So you can keep this as clean or not. Let me show you how you do that again. So if we go back to program, let's go ahead and clear this off our screen. Yes, this time we will. Yes is highlighted, so touch OK. With a blank screen, let's try one more decorative stitch. This was a fun one we kind of ran across in class the other day. It's using a big star and then a section of the little stars twice. So first off, let's go to row 3. So arrow up, arrow over, row 3, stitch number 51. That's the little star, and there's 2 of them. There's a one below and one above. So let's go ahead and add that in again, 51. So we have a total of 4 stars. And then we're going to go to row 4. So we're going to arrow down, arrow over, row 4, and then that is stitch number 47. And that's going to add our little star in there. When we want to see what it's going to look like, you can see it on screen. Save it into your memory if you'd like. Push the heart with the arrow pointing into it. Pick an empty memory and touch OK. It'll save it right in there. Let's go ahead and clear this off the screen. If you want to, this was a fun one. This was a blanket stitch. It's the heavy version of the blanket stitch. But when I went to, on this model of machine, so that's from row 2, go ahead and touch our stitch menu button, arrow up to row 2, and that is stitch number 20. I did notice that this stitch is saved in the far, let's see here, if it's up, it's the far right needle position. We're going to put that in again, and then this time we're going to mirror image it. So as we flip it around, now it's on the far left needle position. What we need to do is kind of move those closer together, because when you see it stitched out, see how it's kind of got this break in between? That's kind of new on this model. So we're going to go back to program, arrow over to one of these stitches. Let's go to the last one. Touch Alt, and this will allow us to move the needle position. Pretty much I'm just moving it so that stitch comes closer together and touches, maybe not too far. How about probably about a minus 2.5, and then let's see how that looks. Nope, that wasn't far enough, so we'll go back to program and that a little bit further. Alt to get to the needle positions, and we're going to bring that closer together. Oh yeah, that has to come all the way and touch it. That's right. We'll see it here. Okay, let's try 0.0 and what it looks like. Ah, there it is. That's my favorite stitch. I just like the way it looks. You could actually make it wider, longer, and a little bit bolder. So if you want to save that into your memory, touch the heart and save to My Stitches. I'm kind of full up because I've got 4 of them in here now. Arrow down. There'll be more blank places for you to save it. And then go ahead and touch OK. And we'll put it in that spot. Program to get out of there. Clear to clear off the screen. Touch OK to say yes. What we want to do next is some alphabets. Touch the A. Right here is the 2 fonts. You've got kind of a block and kind of a script. These are not American alphabets, but we do have 2 of them. Pick the one you want, touch OK. You're going to notice you're going to get capital letters here. If you touch the button or function with the A and the lowercase a and the numbers, that will change all your letters to lowercase and again to numbers and symbols. At the end of each of the grouping of items, there is what I call an upside down staple. That's your space, and that you can spell out your words. So if you want to go ahead, you just arrow down. I'm going to put my name here. It's short, Sarah. Find the letter, touch OK. Arrow back up to the A and over here and OK. If I wanted to do lowercase, I can just delete that off. Touch the A that has the capital A, lowercase a, and number 1. Then I can put in a lowercase a, arrow down for my R, and up for my last A. And then I can have it saved in my memory both ways, one with the capital letters and one with a lowercase set. And I could go ahead and do that. But you can keep spelling, and so if you wanted your first and last name, a date, you can just keep adding in. And how fun it'd be to add a like a quote label and spell out those items you want to incorporate that are important. Also, too, you could combine both your letters and decorative stitches. So if I wanted it to put a heart in front of and at the end of my name, I could have started by adding the heart, then the letters, and then a heart at the end. So it's really fun to stitch out. Once again, I recommend that you stitch out all your decorative stitches so you really can know what type of options you might have and who knows what combination you come up with.